The truth is, the whole time you think is the money that you want, but it's actually the peace and the freedom that money brings. Because people are always talking about, chasing the bag, getting money. Like, yeah, of course that you want to do that because money, it does take away a lot of the problems of life. A lot of people, when they have stresses in life, it's to do with money, right? But the truth is, when you're on this journey, the whole time when you start out, you're thinking, is the money, yeah, I gotta get the money, I want the bag. But you come to realize that it's actually the freedom that you want. It's the freedom of being able to live life on your own terms. Not, it sounds very cliche and probably a bit cringe, but that whole thing of like, you can go to work when you want, you can finish work when you want, you can go to the gym when you want. You make your routine rather than planning your life around your job, your 9 to 5, at least, Monday to Friday. And then this is something that I actually realized myself because I started side hustles and stuff like that alongside working a 9 to 5. This was in order to make more money so I could leave my 9 to 5. And logically, that is the first step to achieving that freedom of just being able to do what you want, because then it's like, okay, I can sort out my own working hours. But as I got into it, I actually realized the whole time it was just the freedom that I wanted and the peace of mind, knowing that, okay, now I can start doing what I want to do when I want. But you can actually achieve this without not working a 9 to 5. You can work a 9 to 5 and still achieve the peace of mind, not necessarily maybe the freedom as such, because you always have to sort of start work when your boss tells you to start work. But there's pieces to the puzzle that you can start to add to your life. It's just a mindset thing, and that's the truth of it. A lot of people, they won't tell you this, and it's something that I didn't believe for a long time. I thought the only way I'm going to be able to live freely is if whatever it is I want to do. Right now, I want to, do content, and sounds weird, like I'm always changing, but like one day I'll make a video explaining the whole journey, maybe even tomorrow, I don't know. But yeah, the whole time I thought, I'm never going to be able to be happy. This was genuinely my mindset. I told myself I will never be happy. I'll never be truly happy if I'm working a 9 to 5 for the rest of my life. And to a degree, maybe there's still some truth in that, because I would be ashamed of myself if I didn't achieve the things I wanted to achieve. But as of recently, and I have changed a lot, or my mindset's changed a lot over the past month or so. I haven't felt this at peace for a very long time, and it is crazy. I don't know what it is, to be honest. I don't know what it is, but a lot has changed, and I've sort of reached that state of peace, but I still work my 9 to 5. And I think it's just knowing that it's already written, my story's already written. Whatever it is that I go through in my life, it was meant to be, it was meant to happen. I truly believe that, everything's already written. Sometimes it's a case of just life has to catch up, life hasn't caught up yet. I already know, it's like, whatever happens in my life is just cool. It's like, all right, there's, just tackle the problem as they come. Don't try and put this crazy pressure on yourself to try and make things work. It's just do the work to the best of your ability, work super hard, and whatever happens, happens. Like, your life is already written. There's nothing you can do about it. It's like Terence Crawford spoke about this, and he said, for those that don't know, Terence Crawford is arguably like one of the best boxers of all time. He recently retired, and he said, like, leading up to the Canelo fight is when he spoke about this. He said his whole career, like, he's never stressed because what's meant to happen happened. It's already happened. It's already written. There's nothing he can do about it. He just puts in the work and just tackles each job one at a time. Like, there's no point in stressing. And this was before I even seen this interview that he done. I'm there like, all right, I'm just at peace with life. It is what it is. Right now, I've got to work a job that is not necessarily my dream job, but I've got to do it. No matter what, happy or sad. I've got to do these things on a day-to-day basis, and you can chase the freedom. It's not necessarily the money. I'm a person that don't really care about all the flashy things of life, or like, yeah, all right, when I'm not gonna live in like a 1-bedroom house when I'm older, but the cars and the big houses and stuff like that is not the first thing on my mind. Like, I'm not overly bothered in it. I know some people say so, but genuinely I'm not. I don't care. When I, get to that level, the first thing I'm gonna do is, I don't know, bless my family probably. Like, I'm not gonna go out and spend a whole paycheck on a Ferrari or a Lambo, nothing like that. But yeah, the point of this video is you can reach that state of mind, that freedom, without having the money and without living your dream life as of yet. That will come, that will all come. And that is where some of the freedom comes from. Like, you release yourself, is just knowing that one day you will get to that level, you will be living in that house you want, that job that you want, that business is going to blow up. It's already written. As long as you're putting in the work and the things that you need to do on a daily basis, you're not cheating yourself or cheating the work, it's going to happen. And that is how you reach that level of freedom. And that's when you start to realize it was never about the money. The money, it can obviously provide that level of freedom, but it's not the main thing. It's not the main thing, and it never should be. Because if you only, put your happiness on money, you're never really gonna be happy.